Hello, first graders. We are on our second lesson in this new math unit, number 3. This might be kind of a trickier lesson. It requires really good listening ears, and it really requires you to stop and think. So if you're ready to use good listening ears and stop and think about things, you might enjoy this. All right, our math goal today is I can solve story problems with unknown partners. So we did a little bit of that yesterday, finding unknown partners with Math Mountains. Now we're going to do this with story problems. So it's the same thing, it just this time there's going to be a lot more words. It's going to tell a story. So let's begin. All right. Okay, so we already have our first story problem. And remember, today we're working to find unknown partners. So we already know that total, and we already know one of the partners. We just need to find the other one. Okay? So I would first like you, before we begin, to please go grab a piece of paper or a whiteboard and a marker, because I would like you to keep track of your work today. If you need some time to go grab that, feel free to pause the show while you go and grab that. Okay, now that you're back, make sure those listening ears are on. Remember, we know the total and we know one of the partners. We just don't know the other one. So that means we know the total. We just need a partner and a partner. And we already know this one and that one. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but if you remember yesterday, it would. So it says, I see 6 butterflies. 4 are yellow. The rest are white. How many are white? Whoa. Okay, let's unpack that question. It says, I see 6 butterflies. 4 of those butterflies are yellow, and the rest are white. How many are white? If you have a way or an idea to solve this, go ahead, pause it now. I would love to see how you can solve this problem. If not, just stay on with me and we'll start again when other people press play. Okay, I'm going to unpack this story a little bit because there's a lot going on and I'm a little confused. So it says, I see 6 butterflies. So I'm going to put a square around this 6. 4 are yellow. Put 4 here. The rest are white. How many are white? So we know that the 6 is the total, okay? Because it says, I see 6 butterflies. So I know 6 is the total. And 4 of those butterflies are yellow. So I know that 4 is a partner. And that's yellow. They're yellow. So 4 are yellow. What I don't know is how many are white. Okay. Now, you could have solved this problem in any way. You could have subtracted 4 from 6 to find out how many were white. I tend to put things in Math Mountains because it helps me see it. So I know my total is 6. I have a partner of 4, and I could use subtraction and say, well, 6 take away 4 is 2. Or I could count on. I could say 4 in my brain, 5, 6, and I have 2 circles I got when I counted on. So my answer would be 2. I also could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circle drawings, and I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, because I know I have 4 that are yellow, and that the rest are 2. So if you're thinking the same thing I did, great job. Remember, we really have to unpack these story problems, and first we need to ask ourselves, what's the total when we're working on finding unknown partners? What is one of the partners? And that's when we can figure it out. Okay, let's try another one. So it says, on this one, it says, there are 8 rolls on a tray. So like dinner rolls. 5 of the dinner rolls are round. The rest are long dinner rolls. How many are long? Okay, if you think you can solve it right now, go ahead, pause. We'll wait for you to get back, and then we're going to unpack this a little bit and try to figure out what is our total, what is our partner, what's the partner that we don't know. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read it again, and I'm first looking for my total. Okay. It says there are 8 rolls on a tray. 5 of those rolls are round. The rest are long. Okay, so there I'm going to say that 8 is my total, and 5 is a partner, and we don't know how many are long. Okay, so that's my other partner. Okay, it's a mystery. So I'm going to do my triangle, and I'm going to put 8 at the top, 5 over here, and I like to count on, so I'm going to say 5 in my brain, 6, 7, 8, and I know that my answer is 3. Another way you could have set this up is you could have said, well, I know 5 are round. I don't know how many are long, but I know that I have 8 altogether. I could say 5 in my brain, 6, 7, 8, and get 3 that way as well. I also could say 5 in my brain and count on to 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, these problems are the same as the 2 we just did, except they kind of make it a little more difficult. Remember, your goal is find the total. Say, find the total, find the total. Find the partner, find the partner. Find the unknown partner, find the unknown partner. So, I'll read it to you. Think about this, okay? The total is typically, or is always, the largest number, okay? Little trick. I bought 5 pencils yesterday. Then today I bought more pencils. Now I have 7 in all. How many pencils did I buy today? Okay, whoa. Again, big problem. Let's go over what do I need to figure out first. I need to figure out the total, okay? What number is the total? The total is normally the biggest number, okay? Then I need to figure out what is the partner that I know, and that's going to help me solve for my unknown partner, because that's our goal. We're trying to find our unknown partner. All right, so I bought 5 pencils. I'm going to underline the 5. Yesterday. Today I bought more pencils. Ooh, we got more. Okay? I'm underlining the word more because that's telling me that they're adding more pencils to this 5. Okay? So that's how I know 5's a partner, because they're adding more to it. Now I have 7 pencils in all. I'm going to put a square around the 7 and I'm going to underline in all, because I have 7 pencils in all. That word in all is a big indicator. There's your total. Okay? How many pencils did I buy today? So we know by those words in all that 7 is our total. And we know that we had 5 pencils and we added more to it, but we don't know how many more. So I'm going to put a question mark there. We don't know what that is. Now let's go over some of the ways we can solve this. Okay, and I'm sorry if I haven't been pausing well enough, but I would like you to be writing these problems down, how you see it in your brain. Okay, and then show me how you solved it. All right. Excuse me, I love the math mountains because it's so easy for me to see the total and then partner. But if you have a different way that works for you, I can't wait to see it, and I'd love for you to share it with me. So I bought 5 pencils. I added more to it. That gave me 7 altogether. So I can count on. I could say 5 in my brain, 6, 7, and the answer would be 2. Or I could use circle drawings. I could say I have 7 in all. That's my total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I bought 5 yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I buy today? And we get the answer 2 there. You can also use your fingers, say 5 in your brain, count up, stop at 7. So 5 in my brain, 6, 7. All right, these are all leading you to the same answer. Okay. All right, let's try one more of those with the total in a different spot. Remember, turn those ears on. If you think you can solve it, after I get done reading it to you, please pause, solve it on your own. Show me your work, though. I can't wait to see all the cool stuff you come up with. All right, here we go. Our story. Listening ears on. I walked 4 miles to the store. Okay. Then I walked to school. So I walked some more. I walked to the store. I walked 4 miles to the store. Then I walked more miles to school. I walked 10 miles in all. How many miles do I walk from the store to the school? Okay, that's a lot of words. Let's figure it out. So I walked 4 miles to the store. Then I walked more miles to school. So we're adding to the 4. So I know the 4 is the partner. And then it says I walked 10 miles, and there's that word again, in all. When we see in all with the largest number, that is our total. And they want to know how many miles is it from the store to the school. So my total is 10. Okay. And I know that I initially walked 4 miles to get to the store. So I'm going to put a 4 down there. The 4 shows a partner. Then I have an unknown. Hopefully you guys can see this. I have an unknown. I do not know what goes here. It's 4 miles to school plus some more miles. That makes 10. All right, I'm going to try a different method today. I'm going to try counting on my fingers. So I'm going to think 4 in my brain. Are you ready? 4 in my brain. 4 in my brain. And I'm going to go 4 in my brain. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, and I stopped at 10 because 10 is my total. 5, 6. 6 is my answer. Or I could draw circle drawings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to get rid of the 4 miles that I know of. 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. So that is finding unknown partners of things that are where the total is kind of hard to find. This one, all this one really is giving different partners for the same total. Okay? So it says Mary has 5 strawberries. She wants to put some on each of the 2 plates. So she has 2 plates. Okay? How many can she put on each plate? Well, our total is 5. Okay? She has 5 strawberries. It doesn't tell us what any of the partners are. When we're not told what the partners are, that means we get to make up our own partners. So, here's my 2 plates. I have a total of 5 strawberries. I can share them how I would like. I could put 1, 2 on that, and I could say 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could put 5 again up here, and I could go 1, give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I get 1 and 4, 2 and 3. Okay. So this is finding partners for the same sum. So both partners are unknown, and the total is known. All right. Hopefully you understand this. Please, if you are struggling with these story problems, let me know. I want to help. I know that they can be challenging, and I myself, when I was your age and even throughout high school, had a hard time with story problems. So I am always willing to help. We are on pages 109 and 110 today. That means go ahead and pause to go grab your workbook and a pencil. You're going to probably need it today because we are going to I'm going to read story problems to you so that you can solve them. So go ahead, pause, grab workbook, turn it to page 109, and a pencil, and then press play again. I'll wait. Okay, now that you have your pencil and workbook, let's look at problem number 1. Listen, and it says, we see 9 fish. 5 are big. The others are small. How many fish are small? Okay, so we need to break it down. First, find your total. That's always normally the biggest number, okay? We see 9 fish. 5 are big. Which one's the greatest number? 9. 9 is your total. And 5 of those fish are big. So we need to know what the other partner is. So it would look something like this. Oh, I wish I could. So in my brain, it said, oh, and I want to make sure that it says, show your work, use drawings, numbers, or words. Okay, so in my brain, I would think, all right, 9 is my total. And then I see 5. Okay, so I would do something like that. And then over here is unknown. So I need to figure it out. I could say 5 in my brain. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I stopped counting at 9 because that's my total, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer is 4. But now it wants your label. Well, what that means is there's 4. For what? It wants a label there. Is it 4 cows? Is it 4 bananas? No, it's 4 fish. And if you're not sure where to find your labels, how to spell them, they're right there in the corners. So fish. Okay. All right. I did the first one for you to give you an example. Now I'd like you to do the next 2 on your own. It says on the second one, 8 boys are riding bikes. 6 of the boys ride fast. The rest ride slow. How many boys ride slow? Okay, that means I'm going to read it again. Find that greatest number for your total and then one of the partners and then solve for the missing partner. 8 boys are riding bikes. 6 ride fast. The rest ride slow. How many boys ride slow? So 8's your total, 6 your partner. Show your work over here. Write the number answer here and the label, which is bike, right there. Pause to solve. Okay, it says Anna has 2 hats. Then she gets more. Now she has 5 hats. How many hats does she have? Okay, let's go back. Anna has 2 hats. Okay, then she gets more. Now she has 5 hats. All right, so think, what's the total? It's typically the greatest number. Then what's the partner? Go ahead, pause to solve. Remember, show your work here. Put your number answer there. Your label, which is hat, right there. Okay? All right. Now, number 4. This one, it says, why is it important to write a label in these answers? Think about that. Why would that be important? If you don't want to write why it's important here, you can use the microphone and tell me on number 4. Okay? Pause to solve and then be ready to move on to the next one. Okay, this activity, this is solving a 2 partners unknown, or solving totals with unknown partners. So we already have the totals, which is 6. We just need to come up with our own math partners for this. So there's 4, you'll need to do this 4 different ways if you can. Okay, so it says Rita has 6 peaches. He wants to put some on each of his 2 plates. How many can he put on each plate? So I know there's a lot of plates here, but there really is, I'll draw this in here. Okay, so I put these lines in here. So this one, he wants to put peaches on the plate, and he has a total of 6. Well, if I put 1 peach on that plate, I need to figure out how many peaches on the other. So if I have 1, I can count on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I stopped at 6 because that's our total, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Okay, now try to find different math partners for these plates down here. And then your check for understanding, I'll pause to solve and then come back. Okay, it's for your check understanding. Kelly has 5 cubes. He gives some to Maria and some to Jake. How many cubes can he give to each person? So it says find 3 answers. You know what, boys and girls? I'm going to actually have you skip this. Don't do this. I think you got enough going on. We can skip this problem. Just what I would like you to do for your extra responses for number 4, I would like you to tell me why it's important to write a label in the answer. All right, I hope this made sense. Okay, remember you can always reread and rewind and re-listen to the problems. Remember, think of the total first, which is always the largest number, and then find one of the partners and use whatever strategy you prefer to find the other partner. Great work.